show you around. Dead Ink's not all about walls. We don't have walls everywhere, you know? Don't trap me inside your walls. But anyhow, my furnace is back here, so it doesn't get freezing cold up here. Hey, this is right in the main entryway when you walk in the front door. This is where I hung all my posters from the shows I had from the anniversary parties. My first one, probably my favorite and maybe most successful one, because the bands that I used, I dealt with friends, and it was a lot easier than later on when I tried to get bands that I didn't really know. I'm not a promoter, I'm just trying to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a promoter and you want to help throw some shows, hit me up, I might need you. But anyhow, this was the first show. I held all the shows were at Cedars in Youngstown. And it was Night of the Living Dead Inc., Return of the Living Dead Inc., Nightmare on Steel Street, 4, that was all I could come up with for that one. And then the Rage Against the Machine 2, Dead Ink Party, Costume Party, and let me just tell you about how complicated the shows got as I went along. This one, 4-year, my 2 headlining acts just like canceled like the day before or like 2 days before. Mess. This one, the whole show is based around Rage Against the Machine 2. They broke up like 3 days before the show, so wow. Also, in addition to this front entryway is a dartboard. So hopefully someday this will be like my little gaming area, and maybe I'll put like a little table to hold the beer over here. So now every time I'm up here, I can't leave without throwing a few darts. One thing I've never really had before that I'm very glad to have now is like designated areas to do the things that I need to do. This is my shipping area and where I keep my darts for the dartboard. But everything I need to ship is here, so I don't forget to throw stickers and wristbands inside the orders. I have everything sitting right here for me, easy as pie. Right here, this is the very first Dead Ink photo shoot that ever took place. Melanie Buenavolanta, she took all our pictures for our first couple series of shirts, and she took pictures at a lot of the Dead Ink shows too. So this is one of my favorite pictures that I have hanging in here to remind me of our humble beginnings. Pretty self-explanatory. This is where I keep all my shirts and other things, like car stickers. My friend Craig helped me build these shelves. I'm not real handy when it comes to pretty much anything, so he come in here and, well, he made a lot of holes too, so I don't know. He couldn't find the studs. He's not that good either, I guess, but we ended up finding it, and I think they're sturdy enough to hang on to some shirts. I'm telling you what, having designated areas to do things makes everything a whole lot easier. This is my folding, ironing, and labeling table. Look at that. I feel like I work at the Gap. So I have all my labels here, and I have a tagging gun that I've never used. But if you have a t-shirt business, or if you just don't like folding shirts, get one of these things, man. They're like $12 or $20. I don't know, whatever. But it's worth it, trust me. What we have here is exactly what it looks like. It's my workstation. Some people may laugh at how old my computer is, but the joke's on you, it still works just fine. Actually, I don't do a lot of work on this computer. This is just for shipping, printing labels, taking care of orders. The computer I do most of my work on and my designing and whatever is at home, not here in the studio. So, yeah. Sorry about this area. This is probably the junkiest area I have in here right now. It's not really organized. This is a rolling cart, and at some point, not yet, because we haven't had conventions or had to worry about anything like that. This is going to be my convention cart where I have all the supplies I need for conventions, such as t-shirt carry-out bags and pickaxes. Mostly this is all supplies from whatever. I got a little photo booth here so that I could take pictures of small things. I got a prize wheel, tablecloths, all the good fixins. One of the most important parts of this studio is this fridge, loaded with pop and beer. Also very important is snacks. Big boxes of Twinkies, Star Spangled Ding Dongs. This is my collection of junk up here. DVDs, Blu-rays, action toys, vodka. I'm not gonna lie, my collection's pretty weak, but I do have a couple different things. Sometimes you really just need to unwind, sit back, and play a little Mortal Kombat 2. This is my dining room table, where I hold seances and try to conjure spirits to help me come up with ideas for new shirts. But also, it's where I eat a lot of fast food, including Taco Bell, why I have all these hot sauce packets, and this is a collection of napkins from different fast food joints. Hopefully someday this is going to be a place where I could do podcasts, have a couple guests here. It's going to be fun. Eventually there's going to be a really cool sign here on the wall that I'm waiting for, but looks like I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer. Ah, man. This studio really has humble beginnings. My dad originally built it, he was going to have it be his man cave, and then I just came in here and stole it from him. So I brought my 4-color press up here. We had it up here for a while. I had it up here for a real long time until I moved to Nevada, and I sold it to my friend Justin, who still has it, and I believe he's making shirts if you want to get hold of him. When I moved to Nevada, I sold all my stuff, took everything out of here, and this was just like an empty room for 2.5 years. And I decided, I was like, why would I want to waste this wonderful studio? So a few months back, I started renovating it, painted it, and now it's all set. This is really just like an adult clubhouse for me. I come up here and just hang out, have some friends up here, we have some drinks and bullshit, eat food, eat Twinkies. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the studio. There's going to be a lot more stuff coming soon, trust me. I'm going to try to make content on every platform I can, and just buckle up. We're going to have a fun ride over the next few 100 years.